Good day everyone. In today's video, I will be demonstrating the most common type of citrus fruit grafting, the V-grafting technique. This is also known as wedge grafting. This is the most common type of citrus grafting technique that is widely used for citrus production worldwide. So I will be using this video to demonstrate how I do the V-graft on my citrus rootstocks. This is the grafting knife that I will be using. This knife have already been treated prior for this video, treated with rubbing alcohol to disinfect and remove any contaminants that might infect the rootstock or overall infect the health of the grafts that I will be performing today. Right here, this is a plastic small nylon bag. This is a transparent nylon bag. The purpose of this is to use to cover the scion after grafting it to prevent loss of moisture. It also makes the grafted scion not to dry out and causing the graft to fail. This right here is the grafting tape that I will be using. So this is a folded sellotape. This is a folded plastic sellotape that I will be using as grafting tape for this graft. This is the scion I will be using. This is a very healthy scion taken from a Satsuma mandarin to perform this V-graft. You can see on the scion that I brought, it has buds on it. So this scion has at least 4 buds on this scion. But I will be remaining only 2 healthy buds that are at the top for this graft. The other part of this branch will be cut off in V shape for the citrus V-grafting technique to be performed. When cutting out the scion to be used for your graft, make sure you cut a scion that is with the size of the branch of the rootstock that you're about to pair it with. Also, make sure that the scion is from a very healthy tree and you remove the leaves from the scion. Now I will take my grafting knife to carefully remove the leaves and the thorn from this rootstock that I'm using. This is a rootstock. This rootstock is up to 6 months old. This is grown from a very healthy rootstock variety called rough lemon seedling. You know, rough lemon here is a very good rootstock that is popularly used here in the tropical area for citrus grafting because of its adaptability to the weather. The rough lemon rootstock adapts well here in the tropics and it grows vigorously. It also have a very strong taproot that go deep into the soil, thereby providing a very healthy growth for the tree and makes the tree grow properly, especially during the dry season because of the deep taproots that goes deep inside the soil. That I'm done with the removal of the thorns and the leaves from the rootstock. So what you do next is you make sure you graft the scion where the rootstock stem match, where their diameters match. You select the exact stem part of the stem that match with the diameter of the scion that you are using. Now take the grafting knife and make a V-shaped cuts on the scion like I'm doing here on the video. Make sure you do it carefully not to spoil the scion. You cut the scion carefully and deep. Make sure it is in a V shape. So you see how I'm doing it. I'm cutting it straight, and at the end, I'm making it narrow and tinier so that it will look like a V shape. So I'm done with cutting the scion. You can see how perfect it's looking. So now I have only two board on the scion remaining. So this is where the new shoots will sprout out from. So you carefully cut off the rootstock where you have actually measured for the graft to be inserted on. Now with your grafting knife, cut at the center, make a cut from the center to divide the rootstock perfectly. This division is where the V-shaped scion will be inserted into for the graft to be performed. When you are done making the cut on the rootstock, carefully insert the scion into the rootstock like I'm doing on this video. Make sure the cambing layer are perfectly matched. So this is the reason why you need the scion that are the same diameter with the rootstock so that they will be perfectly matched. After you are done inserting and matching the rootstock with the scion, you take your grafting tape and perfectly start gently and rootstock, be wrapping the graft union with the grafting tape like I'm doing. Make sure that as you are wrapping, you're making sure that the scion and the rootstock are perfectly matched. As you are wrapping the graft union, make sure you are wrapping it tightly so that it will prevent any moisture or disease to enter the union and spoil the graft. Also, don't make it to be too tight so that you will not squeeze the delicate tissue of the graft union. Once you are done wrapping up the graft union, tie the end of the grafting tape to perfectly secure the grafting tape to avoid it loosening. Once you are done with the wrapping, now the next thing to do is to take the plastic nylon bag to cover up the grafted tree like this. This will hold in the moisture and prevent the scion from drying out, thereby improving the overall success of the graft. This is the grafted seedling after a month of allowing the graft union to heal. So you can see that he has started producing new shoots and new leaves from the two buds that I left from the graft. So you can see how perfect it's looking and how healthy it's looking. You can see the seedling, the grafted seedling after additional more 2 weeks. So you can see that the leaves and the shoots are properly developed. You can see how healthy the leaves are looking. This is to show that the graft is very successful. It is now time to remove the grafting tape. This is to allow the rest of the citrus filling to grow on and grow perfectly without the grafting tape squeezing the citrus. So you can see I am perfectly and carefully removing the grafting tape from the graft. You can see how neat the graft union is. This is the grafted seedling after a month and 2 weeks of grafting. You can see how successful the citrus V-grafting is. Now, so this graft is very successful. I hope this video was able to explain to you how to successfully perform the citrus V-graft technique. Thank you, and follow for more videos coming up on citrus root grafting. I'll have many more techniques to show you on the next videos.